everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how I make some gorgeous pastel earrings. Start off with some pastel colors. Here's some purple, and this is called Waterfall, and this was actually just a matte green from the dollar store, and this patina color in chalk. You can use any colors you want, but I went with all the pastels since it's almost spring. And I have to apologize for my voice. I'm sick again, so I'm sure I sound real stuffy. Okay, so you just, this is very similar to the watercolor technique, but a lot easier. So take a piece of white Premo clay and then just paint all over it with the colors that you choose. And I try to cover up as much of the white as I can, so you get as much color as you can on the finished pieces. So let this dry for 15 to 20 minutes and make sure you test it out before putting the translucent clay on top. And you want to grab translucent clay like Premo or Cernet. I'm using Premo translucent here, but I do like the white translucent a little bit more. And you want to roll it out very thin. I would say the third or fourth setting on your pasta machine, depending on your machine. But you want it to be, not as thin as a piece of paper, but thin enough to where it's not going to rip when you run it through the pasta machine again. So now I'm just rolling it out a little bit just to make sure it's stuck before I run it through the pasta machine again. And I put it through the biggest setting first, and then I run it through again the opposite direction, but this time you want to make it thinner, so just keep going one level at a time until you get it to almost as thin as a piece of paper, like cardstock, I would say. So here is the result, and I'll just save that one for later. So now you want to rip towards you, so then the white Premo shows up when you layer this later on. You'll see how it looks. So I do little strips. Like this with the whole piece. And now you can just start making smaller pieces and putting it together like you would a watercolor slab. So you want to overlap some of the pieces. You can have big pieces or small pieces. It really depends on what look you're going for. If I'm doing a stud, I like to have tiny little pieces so you get a little mix of all the colors. And if I'm doing like dangles or something, I make the pieces a little bit bigger. And just kind of work your way around. And this is about the size that you'll get out of just half of that piece. Now you want to get a similar color to what you're using for your back. I use white for this one, but you can use like scrap clay if you'd like, or you can use the other piece of the slab if you want it to be all uniform on both sides. Now you can run the whatever color you choose. I'm using white. Run it through the pasta machine and make sure it lines up with the sides of your slab. And then use a tissue blade to pick up the slab and put it on the white. Press it down, and then I just cut around it to make sure that it's even going through the pasta machine. And now I just roll it a little bit to kind of get it going. And put it through the pasta machine, first at the thickest setting, and then You can work your way to the second setting if you'd like. It depends on how thin you like your earrings. I don't like them super thick, so, and I know I might be adding a glaze to this, so I can go a little bit thinner and stretch it out a little bit more. And this is what it looks like. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's very similar to the watercolor technique, except there's no black, and the white just makes it look really cool in my opinion. It has like a stained glass look to it. And now you can use whatever cutters you'd like. I'm using some half moons and circles, and I'm going to make some studs as well. And then I'm going to put them in the oven for 45 minutes at 275 degrees. And I would suggest tinting these with foil anytime you use translucent clay because they could burn and that would just be so sad. And here are the finished pieces. I absolutely love these. I might keep these matte or add some glossy glaze to them, but I just love how they look. Thank you so much for watching.